All right, so Bob's Burgers season 1 slash a little bit of season 2 because I also watched a little season 2. But wanted to watch this in preparation for the Bob's Burgers movie because I don't think I've ever really watched this show prior to obviously watching it for this review. But it started back in 2011, still going. I think they're 13 seasons in. And I gotta be honest, when it comes to shows that are anything over maybe like 5 over 10 seasons, it's hard for me to, stay motivated and keep with it and commit to it, I guess you could say. I'm surprised still that I finished Game of Thrones. That was definitely a an accomplishment for me, to say the least. Same when it comes to like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I want to finish Modern Family, but we'll see if I get to that point. By the way, I have these cool Modern Family Funko Pops. I got Jay and I got Claire. I actually found these after I started watching that show, and I was like, holy shit, I need to grab those. But yeah, Bob's Burgers. It's a really fun show. I will say that. It's not my favorite show when it comes to like these adult-oriented animated shows, but it has a lot to love about it, or maybe not love, but for me at least a lot to like about it. It stars H. John Benjamin as Bob Belcher, who I believe also plays Archer on the show Archer. And apparently it's saying for these characters 2011 to 2022. So I'm wondering if the show is supposed to end this year and it just doesn't say it on the rest of the IMDb page, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe they're making the movie and being like, all right, we're done with this. But yeah, H. John Benjamin is Bob Belcher, the main character of the show, who owns the Bob's Burgers restaurant. And we got the kids here. We got Dan Mintz as Tina Belcher. Yes, that is a man doing the voice of a female character. Not the only one here. I'll get to that in a sec. We also have Eugene Merman as Gene Belcher and Kristen Shaw as Louise Belcher. And then the other character here, that's a man voicing a woman's character, is John Roberts as Linda Belcher, who is the wife to Bob. And I think it's kind of funny that you have, these basically man voices for the most part. I mean, with Linda, you can kind of tell that what's his name, John Roberts, is trying to like have a little more feminine of a voice. But when it comes to Dan Mintz as Tina Belcher, yeah, that's not a female voice at all, but it's kind of funny, it's quirky. I like it. And that's pretty much the main cast for you there. The Belchers are the main, characters of this show. You have Bob and then his kids and his wife, who all work and own Bob's Burgers and live right above it. And the show's really just about the crazy hijinks they get up to, and also like the thing with Bob's Burgers, at least in this first season and throughout season 2, it's not very successful. So the reason I would continue watching is just to see like if they gain any more success with their business over time, because that's what I'm really curious about. I want to know, like, is their business going to get better based on what I see in the trailers for the movie? Not really, but we'll see. There are characters in here that I don't necessarily love. I mean, I like certain things about these characters, and then I don't like certain things about these characters. Like Gene, there's a specific scene with him where they're trying to kind of, copy the Family Guy, like, kind of thing that Peter does when he hurts himself. They do that with Gene, and Gene, like, falls on his back onto the ground or something like that, and he's just like, and it literally goes on like that for like maybe 20 seconds, and I'm like, it wasn't really funny to start off with. So there's definitely some humor in the show that doesn't quite land for me, and some of the weird things that they do, I'm just like, what? But some of the weird things they do, I'm just like, what the fuck, but in a good way. Like, they do some really wacky shit in this show, and I just love it, man. I mean, for the most part, they don't, I mean, I think it's TV-14. Yeah, so, like, I don't know if Family Guy is TV-14 or not, but it doesn't go as hard as Family Guy, I feel like, but it's still pretty more aimed towards adults, not for kids necessarily. This compared to like most of the adult animated shows, this one would probably be a little more okay for kids, but they still have those moments in there where you're just like, yeah, I don't think I want like a 6-year-old hearing that shit, but okay. Um, yeah, I mean it's a fun show. I mean it has a fun cast of characters. Sometimes some of the characters piss me off a little bit because in shows like these, especially like Family Guy and stuff, the characters are just always on. They're always being funny, they're always making jokes, they're always doing the same shit they always do. And they very rarely have any genuine moments, which, some people might be looking at me like, yeah, you're not in the right show. You're not watching the right show if you want genuine moments. Like, these types of shows, they don't really do that. But in a way, this show does have slight genuine moments, but for the most part, they're just undercut by, like, the humor and certain characters just, like, kind of being assholes in a way, which I don't hate. It doesn't piss me off, but I do like it when a show like this can balance the humor and like genuine moments from people, like genuine human moments, because that's what makes people like really love the characters. And I feel like out of all the characters, Bob probably has those genuine moments more than anybody, which works because he's the main character and you're supposed to have that. But also, I would say in a way, the whole family is the main character. Um, it's Bob's Burgers, but they are Bob's Burgers. So I wouldn't say any one character is like mainly the specific character we're focusing on. I mean, easily most people could just say it's Bob that's the main character, but I would definitely say it's more the family as a whole. Because without these family members, I don't think we'd have the show that we have with this one here. Um, I won't lie. I want to try Bob's Burgers. It sounds good. I love burgers. Burgers are my favorite fucking food. If I could eat burgers for every meal, I fucking would. Well, maybe not, but yeah, I really do like me a good burger, so I would definitely try them out. But there's fun situations in this show. Like one episode in particular that I kind of liked was when Linda, the wife, started a bed and breakfast in their upstairs, like where they live, and you had Teddy, one of the regulars that comes to the restaurant. He's kind of stupid, but I love him. You have him sleeping in Luis's room, and she's just like trying to do stuff to him to like make him leave, like putting beetles on his face and shit, and like, oh man, Luis is fucked up. Out of all of them, I think Luis is the most fucked up child for sure. And she's the one that kind of pisses me off a little bit with those like genuine moments that I was talking about, because sometimes like she can be a real character, but like it's just undercut by her being kind of shitty. But Tina's a funny character. She's definitely the wild card of this show. Um, I don't know. Out of all the kids, though, I might have to say I don't know. It's between Luis and Jean. Like out of the two kids that I like the most, Tina. I feel like everybody's just like, oh, it's Tina. She's so funny. Oh my god, Tina's the one you think of when you think of this show. Really, if you know anything about this show, you have that gif of her like twerking and stuff, like putting her back. Um, I don't know. Tina's not my favorite. She's supposed to be the wild card. She like says weird fucked up shit, and you're just supposed to be like, what the fuck? But that's pretty much all her character is, I feel like, and that could change over time. But that's kind of just all she is to me right now. But Louise, she's the one with like the pink bunny ears. I think she's really funny. She's like a fucked up child that just constantly is getting not only herself but everybody else around her in trouble, and she's very chaotic for sure. She's a very chaotic child. But Gene overall, he's kind of the dumb one, but you still love him. He's funny. He makes dumb jokes. Well, they're not necessarily jokes because he thinks he's being serious. Because that's how dumb people are, I guess. But yeah, he just says certain shit that just makes me laugh. Um, yeah, he's just one of those characters. But overall, I think my favorite character, I mean, it would have to be Bob at the end of the day, because there's certain things that happen to his character that I completely agree with his reaction to. There's certain, well, not completely agree, but there's one episode where you have these two art dealers that work in the town. I think their shop is called like Reflections or something like that. And Linda's sister, I forget her sister's name, she's starts painting these pictures of animals, but not just like cute pictures of animals. No, pictures of their anuses. And she puts them all over Bob's restaurant. And at first, Bob is apprehensive to it. And then the two people from that shop come over and they're like, "Oh, thank God you took it down. That's a monstrosity." And he's like, "You know what? I'm going to put that shit back up," because like not too long before he got in an argument with the husband there. And I was just like, yeah, those people are fucking assholes. I would probably, I mean, maybe not want to put pictures of, animal anuses on my restaurant walls, but at the same time, I'd be like, who the fuck are you guys to tell me what I can and can't put on my walls? Like, you guys think they're part of like the art association or some shit like that. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you? Let me see some like identification. You know, you can't just come in here and tell me what I can and can't put on my fucking walls, okay? He has pretty accurate reactions to certain things, like the same way I would probably react to certain things. You have these fucking meatheads. You have this fucking kid that's trying to fight Gene, and this kid's a little asshole. He's like stealing all of Gene's punchlines and stuff like that right as he's trying to say them, and other people laugh at the other kid because he said the punchline, and it's just like, oh, I hate that kid. But after that, like after a while, when Gene stands up for himself, the kid wants to fight him, and then the dad shows up, and then he wants to fight Bob, and Bob's just like, no, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I'm not gonna start a fight with some fucking meathead. Like, look at this fucking asshole. Yeah, I can see where your kid fucking gets it from, but yeah, I mean, like, Bob has accurate reactions to certain things the same way I would fucking react to him. So I think out of all the characters, I relate to him the most and probably like him the most. I mean, he's pretty much the main character, so you're supposed to like him, but he's just scraping by. He's trying to do his best. He wants to make more money, but at the same time, he loves what he's doing, and I respect him for that. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about season 1 / a little bit of season 2 of Bob's Burgers. Season 1, I didn't think it was too bad. Just getting to season 2, I started liking it a little bit more. So maybe I'll continue with it. Season 2 only has like 9 episodes, but first season I think is 13. So not really long episodes. They're like 20 to 22 minutes each. Some of them might be a little bit longer depending on the subject material, but yeah, I mean, I can see myself continuing on with this show. Maybe not through the entire thing, but yeah, I'll probably watch a little bit of this show here and there for sure. There's definitely a lot of moments in here that make me laugh. So, I think it's worth continuing. So, let me know down in the comments below if you have watched Bob's Burgers. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you in the middle? I'm a little more in the middle right now, but I like it more than I don't. So I think overall, I'm going to give the first season a 6.5 out of 10. Not great, but pretty good. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people won't agree with me, and they'll say, wow, this first season of the show is fucking incredible and the best thing I've ever watched, and this is my favorite show. But just for me, being new to it, I'm like, I could get with this. Maybe as I watch it more, I'll appreciate more. But for now, it's not my favorite for sure. There's just too many shows out there like this to have any of them particularly stand out just over the course of one season. But yeah, Bob's Burgers season 1. That's all I gotta say about that. So if you're listening on the podcast, let's get to the next review. If you're listening on or watching on YouTube, I will see you in the next one.